Welcome to another episode of Sports and Songs Podcast. This is Dan. Today is August 25th, 2021, and the episode is going to be called Senior Men's 35 and Over Minnesota World Series Preview. Now, this is Senior Men's Baseball Over 35 League, the State of Minnesota World Series. This has been in the works now for several years to try to get the champions of the two leagues to play each other. And so this year, for instance, the MABA 2021 champions were the Burnsville Bulldogs. Just last week, they were crowned champions of the Minnesota State Senior Men's Amateur Baseball Association. They play their games, they play their league games in a completely separate league than the Federal League. Federal League champions this year were the East Metro Mammoth. And so there's many teams in both of these leagues, but they never cross over and play each other. Starting last year, they held a thing called the World Series to have the top four teams of each league at the end of the season play each other to determine the winner or the true winner, or for the most part, bragging rights. Here's the logo. Minnesota State World Series, it's called. It's 35 plus. It's held August 28th and 29th this year at the Mini-Met in Jordan. It's the top four teams in the Federal League versus the top four teams in the Minnesota State Senior Amateur Men's League. So it's the top four finishers in the regular season qualify to make this tournament. Like I said, they've only done it one other year. This is year two. Here's the teams that qualified in the Minnesota Senior Men's Baseball League. Burnsville Bulldogs are the number one seed. They won it all. St. Peter Saints finished second. Apple Valley A's third. Jordan Miller's fourth. And so regardless of the postseason tournament or how well these teams do in the postseason, in the state tournament, they're automatic qualifiers for the World Series. Federal League qualifiers for the World Series are Minnesota Mammoth, also called East Metro Mammoth, Minneapolis Grays, Elko Chuggers, and Newmarket Northerns. This is how they finished. They get the automatic bids to qualify for the World Series. Now, here's what we've got. This weekend, Saturday, a team from the Minnesota State Senior Men's League plays the Federal League qualifiers. Here is the schedule. 11 a.m., Jordan, Mini-Met, Burnsville Bulldogs take on the Newmarket Northerns. Single elimination game. Loser goes home. Winner advances to the semifinals on Sunday the 29th. The game after that, Jordan Miller's, essentially playing at their home ballpark, will take on the Minnesota Mammoth at 1:30 p.m. 4 p.m., Apple Valley A's take on the Minneapolis Grays. And then 6 o'clock, or roughly thereabouts, St. Peter Saints will take on the Elko Chuggers. So things to note here in this tournament. Note 1, all games held at the Mini-Met in Jordan. Note 2, reigning champion, last year's champion in the first ever World Series was the Lakeville Lobos. Lakeville Lobos from the Federal League. So they had bragging rights the first year. Lakeville got knocked off, didn't even qualify to make it this year. These games are good. Like I mentioned, there's lots of teams in this league. Top four are going to be filled up with a lot of players that played many years in amateur baseball, minor leagues perhaps, independent league, things to that nature. Note number 3, all games are single elimination. You lose, you are done. It's a 2-day tournament, 4 games on Saturday, and the winners of those 4 games will play each other Sunday morning at the Mini-Met in the semifinals. The winners of the semifinals will meet for the second annual World Series later that afternoon, also in Jordan. at the Mini-Met. It's fun to watch, good baseball to watch. A lot of bragging rights are on the line here. And you get to take home the trophy and your acclaimed best team in the state of Minnesota for over 35 baseball. Once again, the leagues have been around. Federal League, I think, for 30 years. The Minnesota Amateur Baseball League has been around for 40 years. But this is some fun baseball to watch. If you can't make the games are televised. You can watch them live streaming on the internet using the Minnesota Prep Spotlight. But also the games are on demand. You can buy the package and go back and watch them later. So these 4 games on Saturday, plus the 3 on Sunday, a total of 7 games will be covered by Minnesota Spotlight TV Prep Spotlight. Fun stuff. Now keep in mind that the Class B and C amateur baseball town ball tournaments are going on this same weekend. They'll be heavy into weekend number 2. And so if you like to watch these games, you'll be missing the games in Waconia, Hamburg, and Chaska. But they're on demand. You can certainly go back and watch them later. These are some fun baseball in a nice stadium. Jordan is not hosting Class B or C, so they're open this weekend. Get your chance to get out there, watch some baseball. Keep in mind, you can also catch us on Facebook for our podcast, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and our blog. Every Sunday morning, you can also listen to Andy and I's podcast on a weekly basis on Anchor. So these will be the teams to watch. The favorites here, Burnsville Bulldogs and East Metro Mammoth will be the favorites teams to watch here this weekend. It's a fun tournament, 2nd annual. And this weekend we'll wrap up over 35 baseball for the 2021 season. Once again, my name is Dan. Today is August 25th. Thanks for listening.